Hey, what's up guys and welcome to part 29 of Naruto, the God of Shinobi. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and after this I'm gonna be posting what if Naruto got a new bloodline, so stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way. And also on my main channel tonight I'm gonna be posting what if Naruto was Sasuke, and what if Naruto went missing for 4 years? So switch across and enjoy all those lovely what ifs coming your way. So, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. And thank you all for your help and your support. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. So, to do the recap, Naruto left the village. As he set out towards the Rain village, he massacred the 6 Pains. As he then went and finished off Nagato, he also talked to all of the tail beasts as he got them all to agree, as all of them pump their chakra into him. And Naruto also called the dead god as he revived the tail beast hosts and put the tail beast back into them, as he's going to use them and also with his alliance with his other villages and tear Konoha to pieces. And also, Danzo has gotten permission to train Fu because they don't want what to happen with Naruto happen with Fu. And also, Kabuto has come to the Leaf Village as he said that he has a proposition for Tsunade. So yeah, that was basically the last part we left off, so let's start this new episode. Darkness. That was all he was seeing at the moment, as Naruto looked around his surroundings to make sure that it was true. Once he saw that he was in complete darkness, he frowned. Where am I? He wondered to himself. Another thing came to light. He was floating. What? What is this? He then tried to move, but realized that he couldn't. So in short, he was floating in all black, nothing but darkness, and he couldn't even move. Well, this sucks, thought Naruto, as seconds passed, as he then came to a stop. He wasn't floating anymore. As Naruto stood up in the spot, as something in front of him in the darkness chuckled. He then found himself staring into one huge eye, as Naruto's Rinnegan activated by itself. Those eyes, said the thing in front of him. I haven't seen them for a very long time. Naruto didn't respond. He merely stared right into the eye. So, it was you who awakened me, the thing asked. May I ask, what are you planning to do? So, you are what the scrolls speak of, said Naruto. The thing just chuckled. Yes, I am. So, what are you planning to do? The thing asked. You will see soon enough, said Naruto. The thing just chuckled again. You must think mighty of yourself, child, if you think you can control me. Naruto shook his head as he smirked. That's not it. I am sure eventually you will join me, once you figure out exactly what you are revived for. The thing laughed. You're definitely different from the other human that possessed those eyes. But I still want to know what you awakened me for. You will know soon enough, Naruto said. The eye then shut as it vanished into the darkness. Naruto's eyes then snapped open to reality as he found himself staring into Kushina's concerned face as Naruto sat up in the bed. What happened? Kushina asked. You suddenly just passed out. Are you okay? Naruto nodded. Yes, in fact, I am better than okay. What does that supposed to mean? Kushina asked. Naruto shook his head as he lay back down. It is a surprise, he said with a smirk. Kushina scowled. I don't like surprises, she muttered. Skip to another location with Yagura and Utakata. Oi, where are you going? Asked Yagura. Kiri is in another direction. Yeah, I know that, said Utakata. But unfortunately, before we go there, I have to take care of something first. Yagura raised an eyebrow in confusion. And what is that exactly? Yagura asked. As the both of them were walking down a road that led to the land of Earth, which was the opposite way of the mist. You will see, said Utakata. Yagura could only sigh. I guess I'll have to follow him. I don't know what kind of trouble he will get in if I left him alone. Afterwards, the duo continued their walk to wherever Utakata was leading Yagura in silence. After about 10 minutes, they arrived to a small village. A village? Thought Yagura in confusion. Why would he want to come to a village? Before he could ask him, Utakata continued to walk towards the village. As they approached it, Yagura could see that it was not a very big village. Actually, it was kind of small. As the realization hit him, there must be something or someone here for him, Yagura thought as he followed behind Utakata. Suddenly, two men walked up to them. As both of the men gazed at Yagura, but then they turned their gaze to Utakata. You, one of the men stated. I have come here for Hodoru, stated Utakata. The man frowned. I am sorry to say this, but she will stay here, where she will be safe. That is why you left her here in the first place. As another man behind the leader that was talking to Utakata was smirking in a perverted way. As Utakata saw the look, and he didn't like it one bit. Yagura was confused, but he could tell whoever this person was, she was definitely not safe. I will not repeat myself, said Utakata as he gritted his teeth. Neither will I, said the man in front of him. Utakata got pissed as he slammed his hand into the man's neck, causing the man to start to cough. He then kicked away the man's feet and slammed his feet on the man's stomach as he started to step on him. Where is she? You bastard, he cried out. As the other man tried to help his leader, he fell on the ground unconscious because of Yagura. As Utakata kept on stomping on the man until he was knocked out. You mind telling me exactly what you're doing at the moment? Asked Yagura. Utakata didn't respond to him. He merely picked up the man by the collar who was knocked out as he slapped the man around, knocking him back conscious. Now, tell me where she is, right now. After getting such a beating, the man then said, alright. She's in the house, at the forest edge of the village. Now let me, as the man didn't get to finish, as Utakata broke his neck, as his body dropped on the ground, as Utakata then jumped to a rooftop and started to run as Yagura had no choice but to follow behind him. Utakata finally arrived as he kicked the door down and saw a group of men as they were in a line leading to a bedroom. An anxious one we got here, said the guard. Unfortunately, since this is the first night, the line is very big, the guard said. As Utakata got pissed as it couldn't be her. They couldn't be treating her like some kind of sex slave. As red chakra started to surround him. What? I didn't call on your chakra, Utakata said. You didn't, but you're angry. Your emotions are flaring, said the Rokibai inside of him. Well, it's a perfect time, said Utakata, as he took out all of the guys that were in the line, as he then walked up to the door, as the red chakra disappeared from around him. As he opened the door, as the sight that he saw made the anger return with full force. There on the bed lay Hodoru with a man on top of her, as the man was kissing her neck, but Hodoru was tied up, as tears are running out of her eyes. The man then turned as he saw Utakata. Hey, wait your damn turn, the man said. Suddenly, there was a blade flying past Utakata as it sliced off the man's head. As Utakata turned around to see Yagura at the door, I already know what was going on, and I can also tell that this girl is precious to you. As he then walked out, giving Utakata and the girl time to speak. Utakata turned his attention to Hodoru, who still had her eyes closed, as he kneeled down beside her. "You can open your eyes," he said. "Wait, it can't be," she said as she opened her eyes. "Sensei, is that you?" "Yes, it's me." He then untied her. Once he done so, she jumped on him as she started hugging him and cry. "I thought that you were dead," she said. "I am not," he responded. "I will always be here for you and make sure you're safe." As she hugged him, holding on him so tight, and she was crying for a long time until she fell asleep. Utakata then picked her up bridal style as he walked out. "So, are you ready to go?" asked Yagura, as Utakata nodded as he carried the unconscious girl with them. Currently at Konoha, we find Kabuto sealed up in a room, as there was many chains tying him down and chakra seals on him. As he was in Konoha's prison room, all is going according to plan, he thought to himself. Then the door that lead to his room opened, as Tsunade, followed by Ibiki and Anko, enter his room. "It's about time," said Kabuto. "Shut up," said Tsunade, as she stood in front of him. "You're so damn lucky that you're still alive at the moment." Kabuto simply chuckled. "No, it has nothing to do with luck. The simple thing is, I have a lot of information that you guys want. No, you need this information. That is why those two are here," said Kabuto, referring to Ibiki and Anko. Tsunade smirked. "So you're not a complete idiot, but coming to Konoha and surrendering yourself is a really dumb thing to do." Kabuto smirked. "I came here because I have a lot of information that you guys need, and the thing I want is for you guys to let me stay here, not in this prison, but in Konoha." Tsunade started to laugh, as she laughed really hard. "That's hilarious," she said. "My two shinobis behind me can take the information by force, and then I can just kill you," she said that smirk. Kabuto smirked as well. "Don't you remember who I used to follow? Do you really think I'm going to be broken by these two? And if you try any of those Yamanaka technique, I am sure you remembered what happened with that Akatsuki member. Hidan, was it?" he asked, a smirk still on his face. Tsunade frowned at that. "You would go that far?" she asked. "Like I said, you do remember who my master was, don't you?" Kabuto responded. Tsunade scowled. "Believe me, I know. But just what exactly do you have for us? First, let me out of these chains," Kabuto said, as Tsunade looked at Ibiki. "Ibiki, let him out," she said. "But Lady Hoka," Tsunade then cut him off. "He can't use any chakra," she said. "So even if by some miracle he escaped out of this room, the envoys will take him out quickly." Ibiki nodded as he went over and freed Kabuto from the chains. As Kabuto rubbed his wrists, "Well, this is more comfortable," he said. "Just get to the point before I really do kill you," said Tsunade as she glared at him. Fine. You're really no fun," he said. "Alright, the information I am about to give you will help you in the upcoming war." "War?" Tsunade asked in disbelief. "Oh right, a war means that you actually stood a chance, like you could actually win. How about I call it a massacre?" he said with a smirk. "Just what exactly are you talking about?" Tsunade asked. "How does this bastard know?" thought Anko, as she wondered if he knew about Naruto's plan. Kabuto shrugged. "It's simply really all of the mistakes that Konoha made. It's going to get bite in the ass by all of them." "And what does that mean?" asked Tsunade. "The Uchiha massacre for one," said Kabuto, making Tsunade's eyes narrowed. "What does that have to do with this?" asked Tsunade. Kabuto snorted. "Please. The fact that Sasuke was left alive was a threat itself. But the fact that others also survived that night as well, which you guys have no clue about. So this means that Sasuke knows as well, but who told him? Thought Tsunade. As she wondered if Sasuke knew the truth behind the Uchiha massacre. Kabuto chuckled at Tsunade's worried look. You must be wondering who told him. And the answer to that is his mother, Uchiha Mikato. What? Said Tsunade. But she died that night. Kabuto chuckled. Huh, that is what you thought. What are you talking about? Said Tsunade. And she's still alive right now. But she's not your biggest threat. Well, she was, but not anymore. As Tsunade wondered who is the biggest threat right now. Then who is? She asked. Uzumaki Naruto, said Kabuto. This bastard, thought Anko, referring to Kabuto as she looked at him. As Ibiki, for his part, even though he didn't show it, he was confused as hell what the two were discussing. He did understand the last part, as he already knew what Naruto did as he left the village. Tsunade's hands turned into fists. As she looked at Kabuto, do you know where he is right now? No, I don't. And before you say I have no use anymore, I have something that can really help you in this war. Tsunade narrowed her eyes. Just what exactly do you mean by war? I find it hard that an entire village versus a few people can be called a war. Kabuto chuckled. You're right. But in this case, Konoha is the few people. What does that supposed to mean? Asked Tsunade. Kabuto just adjusted his glasses. Ever since Naruto started to plot his revenge, he and his allies started to get hidden villages on their side. Kumo is one of them. So, you will have to face off against a cloud, and there are many more. What? Said Tsunade in complete shock, as she couldn't believe it. Naruto has a village behind him to back him. As she then focused her eyes on Kabuto. So what exactly do you have to offer? She asked. Kabuto smirked. The Edo Tensei. As Tsunade's blood ran cold at the mention of the jutsu. Do you really think I am going to let you use that monstrous jutsu? She asked. Kabuto shrugged. You don't really have a choice. If you don't accept my help, Konoha will be destroyed and everyone here will die. He's right, Tsunade thought, but should I really care about this place anymore? After all this place did. But she then remembered what something Jiraiya told her. There are still good people in this place. You can't let the good suffer for the bad. Even though Konoha did a lot of terrible things, there are people who just live regular life and doesn't concern themselves with that. As she then looked at Kabuto closely. Listen here, you brat. If you think of double-crossing us, I will snap you in half, you got that? Kabuto held up his arms in defense. Please, why do you think I'm here in the first place? You succeed, I don't die. You fail, I do die. But, for right now, we are actually in good standards. But once this is all over, he said with a smirk. That's better than nothing, thought Tsunade as she then faced Anko. Go, tell Shizune that make sure that Cat and her team double time it on their way to the rain village right now. That is not necessary, stated Kabuto. I already know what happened in the hidden rain. Of course he would, thought Tsunade. Well, she said looking at him. Kabuto smirked. Well, it's simply, Naruto has taken down the rest of the Akatsuki, as Anko smirked on the inside. He's so amazing, she thought. I thought that much, muttered Tsunade. Tell Shizune to send a message to Cat to return, Tsunade said to Anko. Anko nodded as she made her way out of the room. Kabuto chuckled on the inside as he slowly watched Anko walk away, as he was planning something with Anko. Currently, with Naruto and Kushina, they walked through a tunnel as they was near Konoha in one of the many forests. Well, it didn't take you long, said Naruto, as he turned around as he saw Neji. Neji merely nodded as he took in the fact that Naruto was wearing the Akatsuki uniform, and then he looked at the red head beside of him. "This is Kushina," said Naruto, as he looked at Neji. "She's another person that has joined us, and she's also my mother." Neji's eyes widened in the revelation. "But I thought you said both of your parents were dead." "I did die," answered Kushina. "But he revived me," she said with a smile. "How?" asked Neji. "The Rinnegan," stated Naruto. He didn't have to say anything else, as realization came on Neji's face. "Of course," thought Neji, "this is the greatest dojutsu in existence." "Neji," said Naruto, snapping him out of his thoughts. "If you want for me to..." But Neji interrupted him. "No," said Neji, already knowing that Naruto was going to imply that he revived his father. But Neji didn't want that right now. Naruto just nodded. "If that's your choice," he said. "It is," said Neji. He then took out the scroll that the root Anpu gave him, as he gave it to Naruto. Naruto took the scroll and eyed it. "Is this full position?" he asked. Neji nodded. "Yes, all that needs to be done is for you to give the signal," said Neji. "Good. Now, stay low for now. I will contact you once the time comes. So go before anyone wonder where you are." Neji nodded as he jumped on a nearby tree branch. As he turned back and looked at the two Uzumakis. "Good luck," he said, as he jumped away. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember, after this, I'm gonna be doing What If Naruto Got a New Bloodline? So stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what is coming your way. And on my main channel, I'm gonna be doing What If Naruto went missing for 4 years? And also, What If Naruto's in Sasuke? So yeah, for now, I'm out. Peace.